Welcome to Primecast, episode 72. My name is Jesse.
I'm the one who knocks. I had to do that. With the finale this Sunday, I had to.
Is that a reference to Breaking Bad?
It is a reference, yes. Yes, it is.
Yeah. I really want to watch that show because everything people say about it, everything I see about it, it's like, it seems like such a good show that I'll be really into. It's just like getting the motivation to be like, alright, I gotta start a new series that's almost over and watch it on Netflix, and then then I'll be talking about it, be like, hey, did you ever see this? I'm like, yeah, I saw that like fucking 6 years ago. It's like,
so I'm into anime and stuff, and like, you know, current shonens and animes, and one that is really big talk on the town right now is called Attack on Titan, and I haven't watched it, and I haven't read it. I intend on reading it, and this sounds really hipster of me, and I don't mean it this way, but
do you eat Nutella?
I do eat Nutella.
Oh my god.
Not religiously. I've only ever tried it twice, but if it's offered, I'll eat it.
I was eating Nutella before everyone else was eating Nutella.
I'm so hipster, I triangle. And I haven't watched the show just because I don't want to get caught up in that hype. Because I'm also a cosplayer. I don't want to be one of the cosplayers. Just because I just don't want to. That's all. It's nothing against anyone who likes Attack on Titan or anything, because I'm sure we have fans that like it because it's popular shit. And I normally try not to catch hype machines that I'm already not on. And a year ago, my friend was like, dude, I just blew through Breaking Bad on Netflix. It is such a good show. Oh my god. I was like, yeah, it probably is. I bet you're right, but whatever. And he's like, it's ending this year. Do yourself a favor and catch up. I was like, yeah, I don't know. And then one day I was bored. My internet wasn't working. I turned on Netflix and just let it go. 2 weeks later, I was 4.5 seasons in. Or I was 4 seasons in, and then I had to buy the first half of season 5 on DVD. And then the second half of season 5, or the first half of season 5, went on Netflix like 2 weeks later. I was like, well, fuck. I spent $40 on that.
Nice.
But whatever. I'm glad I own that. And that, please, we are one episode away from the finale. And the ending of the most recent episode just got me so pumped.
Got you ready.
Oh, I'm ready. I downloaded the extended version of the theme song, and I listen to it when I just think about it, and I'm just like, oh man, it's about to go down.
Alright. Hey, you like movies, huh?
I do, but should we talk about what we got first?
No, I want to get this off my chest.
Really?
Because
okay.
there's something amazing happened to fall upon, and so a while ago I said that I would no longer watch movie trailers because they kind of ruin it. Well, I watched a trailer for a movie the other day, and it's something that's been on my mind constantly.
What is it? A movie I would know?
I don't think so.
What is it?
It's not a very big movie, but like it was a big hit Sundance Film Festival.
Okay,
I'm going to set the stage for you.
Okay.
This is just a couple of reviews about it. Where is it? It is not possible that this film exists. It is not possible that they shot long scripted sequences on actual something. I can't tell this about it. It is not possible that I just saw a film in which it suggested that shown at the various blank are all work as high-priced hookers who sell their wares to wealthy Asian businessmen. Can that be true? Part of the plot is a huge part of my DNA. I can tell you that there is no way Randy Moore, the director of this film, pulled off what I saw tonight. It is a film that should not exist by any rational definition, and yet not only does it exist, but it's fascinating.
Oh wait, does this have Brad Pitt in it?
No. This has no one big in it.
Okay, so it's not that movie.
What movie are you thinking about?
I don't know. I know that there was a movie that was all hype at the film festival, and Brad Pitt was talking about being in it.
Oh, no. But this has no one that you've ever heard about in it.
Okay.
This movie was shot at Walt Disney World in Florida without the Disney Corporation knowing about it or approving about it. And it was shot on Canon 5D Mark IIs, which is very similar to my Canon DSLR camera. Basically,
Yeah,
has the same sensor.
there was a scene in the Avengers shot with one of those.
Oh,
Those
yeah.
cameras are very similar.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. And the trailer is only about a minute long.
Okay.
The very beginning of it, like, you know how trailers show, like, this trailer has been approved for blah blah blah.
That doesn't have that.
It does, but
Okay.
it says this trailer has not been approved for anyone by the Walt Disney Company.
Yeah.
It's called Escape from Tomorrow. Let me link you to the trailer.
Is it like, I don't know. I want to see it.
All right, it's only a minute long, so it's not
Okay.
going to take up too much of your time. But
Not
it's
too
just
much.
something I could not wait to share it to you because, like,
The movie, how long ago was Sundance?
back in February. I think.
So, would this have a DVD release by now?
It's getting released in theaters and on demand October 11th.
Okay.
So I intend on seeing it however I can. So here's the trailer.
My theater normally gets Sundance movies. I might check it out there.
Mine
I get
does
it free
too.
there.
So I'm hoping it does.
Escape from Tomorrow, Sundance Film Festival 2013, Disneyland. Has not been approved for all audiences by the Walt Disney Company. PDA. What the hell?
I know, right?
What the hell is that movie even about?
It's essentially about to keep it like pretty basic. The plot is basically about a guy that is at a family taking his family to Walt Disney World, and he gets a phone call from his boss saying that he's been laid off, and
Mm-hmm.
he throughout the rest of the day, like, he took his daughter to look at the rest of his rides because his bitch of a wife is like just nagging him on.
Yeah.
And like he becomes fascinated with these two French girls that are just walking around and their paths keep on crossing, and then eventually slowly not sure they're real or not, and then all the like animatronic characters changing and all of these things just starts looking different. And
So we actually don't know what it's really about.
no, not yet.
Huh. Well, that's interesting, and
I-
that's literally all I can say about it.
Yeah, I know. That's like it's just so fascinating just from this little trailer. The funny thing is that the poster has a Mickey Mouse hand coming on like from the bottom of the poster like a zombie hand, and it has blood
Yeah.
all over it.
That's fucked.
Yeah.
I thought the movie was gonna be like, going into it about the Walt Disney thing. I
Oh,
figured,
no.
from the sound of it, I figured it would be like a conspiracy movie, like about Disney World, and like maybe they actually steal children, or like it's actually like, I don't know, a whorehouse.
Yeah. Anyway, all right. So it's like we're gonna be talking about a little bit more about movies later on because we got really nothing else to really talk about.
I do like You're someone I'll take movie advice from, because that one movie you told me to watch it like a year, 2 years ago, Melancholia.
Oh
that was
yeah.
that movie was so cool.
Because I'm not really much for, I mean, like, movies that really fascinate me are the ones that really like mess with your mind or really get you thinking deep thought about purposes of life, or really just
Yeah.
really just kind of like make you look at life differently, like, or if they're horror, more conceptual or psychological horror.
Yeah.
Like, and like Melancholia scares the shit out of me. Because
It's a good movie.
everything about it, like even just the music, Just because all the scenes in that movie that Tristan and Isolde theme play over are very impending scenes of doom, but they're very subtle too. Beautiful movie, depressing at times, a lot of times.
All the time, but
all the time.
You're understating it.
Is the movie on? It's depressing.
There's just a cloud over your head the rest of the day.
Yeah.
Like there's no way around that.
Yeah.
All right, is that it for movie talk right now?
That's something I just wanted to talk about before I forget.
Get it out of the way.
Yeah, because I was like, I saw the trailer. Like,
that's a good idea.
At least 5 days ago, I was like, oh man, I cannot wait to share this because
I gotta tell Wyatt about this right now. All right,
let's get into acquisitions.
Hey, Jesse.
Yes.
I have a question.
Okay.
What did you get this week?
I got a bunch of stuff.
Me too.
That's not just this week, but it's like since last episode, I got a bunch of stuff.
Me too. Share it.
Last episode, I mentioned that I had on the way Marvel Select the Wolverine and Avengers 6-inch Iron Man. And Wolverine is a fucking good figure. I like it. I like it a lot.
He's probably a better figure than the movie.
Probably. But I haven't seen the movie yet. It's the one summer movie that I intended to see that I didn't get a chance to yet.
Just really quick, I recently watched X-Men First Class, or I finally finished it. I have no idea why I never finished it before. And watching that, because First Class is also something that's very hype machine. Everyone's like, it is amazing. And I watched it and it ended, and I just thought, like, why are there still bad X-Men movies after this one?
Alright.
This doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
So the fact that they're marketing Days of Futures Past as First Class 2 gives me hope, but
it's kind of a sequel to Last Stand and Wolverine, and then a sequel to First Class 2.
The Wolverine is very much not a sequel to First Class 2. Or First Class.
I mean, not First Class, I meant Last Stand.
Yeah, it's a sequel to Last Stand and the Wolverine, and I want them to just stop. They need to stop everything they did up until 3. Right. And Wolverine, they need to stop with Wolverine stories and settle on movies.
Hugh Jackman said that his appearance in Days of Futures Past will be his last appearance as Wolverine.
Well, whatever. I would like to say, like, my immediate, reflex to respond is, oh man, I hope he comes back. But then I'm just like, well, Wolverine
every X-Men movie was about Wolverine anyway, except for First Class. Even then, he's like, I gotta be in there. I gotta be in there somewhere.
I gotta get guys. Please let me
give me a scene. He didn't even look like Wolverine. He just like kind of showed up like looking.
I'm in a bar. Hey,
I'm gonna put on some fake mutton chops real quick.
I did like that scene. I thought that was cute to have in First Class.
Go fuck yourselves. That's it.
Is there in the unedited version? Did he actually say fuck?
That was like probably the most Wolverine he's been in the entire X-Men franchise.
Is there in that? Because I saw First Class on TV. In that scene, did he actually say fuck?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I don't know why I was freaking out. Because in the Wolverine, he says fuck.
Does he?
Yeah. He tells someone to go fuck themselves, pretty boy.
Cool.
I mean, it's very Wolverine-ish. It's just the movie itself is really boring, and that's kind of weird that he's saying that this will be his last performance. As maybe Wolverine dies in this, but I doubt he stays dead because they're talking about doing an X-Force movie with Wolverine and.
Really?
Well, it's not about Wolverine. It'll have Wolverine, Deadpool, Domino. I want to say Cable and Bishop. No, not Bishop. Wait, yes, I don't know. And the villain is supposed to be Apocalypse. These are all very hardcore rumors. I wouldn't be opposed to it, but
I'm looking forward to see Wolverine whenever it comes out on DVD, because I like that it's kind of like a tighter story. It seems like it doesn't have mutant overload like some.
It kind of does.
How's it like?
Because the main villain is someone you didn't really expect to be from the trailers, and you really just don't like her. You don't like her because she's not a bad person. You don't like her because you're like, I just don't care about this character in this movie at all, and I just don't care.
I mean, it doesn't seem like to have like 1,000 mutants in it, like Origins.
No, but like her power, it's like, one, I don't even know what her power is in this movie. Two,
it's like
I
one
don't
of those
care.
we'll make it up as the film progresses type of.
Exactly.
Movies,
it's like,
I hate.
Okay, so you know how they never really explained the Phoenix power in X-Men 3, like what the hell she was doing. This is so much worse.
Fuck that up so bad.
This is so much worse because they just don't. I mean, like, okay, maybe it's not worse, but it's like it's to the same concept of where it's not stated what she does. It's just more of like, hey, guess what I can do? Ah.
X-Men 2 is so good. I mean, it ended with the fucking, you see the shadow of the Firebird over the water, and then I remember seeing that with my friends. Like, oh shit! But then last night, I was like, "Where's the fucking Firebird? Where's the fucking?
What happened to Cyclops? What happened here?
Fucking dead in the first act. Fucking
apparently,
Phoenix's power, she becomes veiny and emo.
They really need to just nix that. They need to bring back Cyclops and just say like, "Oh yeah, look, he got brought back too," and then just never reference the Phoenix ever again. I swear to God, if in First Class 2, Logan is crying again about Jean Grey, I'm gonna throw something. Because that is seriously a characterization point in the Wolverine. I didn't fault it for the Wolverine. I was like, all right, he's still trying to reel from her death. He's doing it in a pretty bitchy way, but whatever. If they do it again, I swear to God.
I'm so sad.
That is his... I'm so sad. I don't want to be the Wolverine. Oh, look, I'm the Wolverine.
There's just so many superhero movies about fucking them being so sad. Wolverine's like, I'm sad. Jean Grey's dead.
Jean Grey's dead.
I had to kill. Sad. I don't know who I am. Batman's. I'm sad. My knee hurts.
I think Peter Parker should actually be sad. My uncle's dead. I could have saved him, but I didn't. My girlfriend's dead. I could have saved her, but I didn't. Ah, my girlfriend left me. I killed my best friend. Why? Like,
my
Peter Parker's the only one.
Dead.
Yeah, like, he's the only one any of those stories could really go for. Well, with, I don't know, especially with the Wolverine, someone who, like, I don't know, part of their character is healing fast. Just to get over it. I don't know. I don't know, because I don't even think... It kind of upset me, because in The Last Stand, they were upset about Jean Grey dying. And I understand, alright, she's gone, but then in this one, Wolverine killed her, he's upset that he had to kill her. But even Cyclops was just a dick about it. He wasn't crying, he was just an asshole about it. And Cyclops in the movies was stupid, so they should probably bring back Cyclops with a new actor and a new personality, and just pretend he didn't happen in the first 3 movies.
They just need to, like... That continues.
They just need to stop.
Yeah. Just calm shit down. Wait for Marvel to buy back the X-Men back from Fox.
Actually, I learned something. Apparently, Fox doesn't own the term... They don't own X-Men. They own the word mutant. So anyone who's a mutant, Fox can use.
What? So,
right?
Okay, so hold on. So Avengers 2, Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch aren't going to be mutants?
They apparently the rumor is they're not going to be... They're mutants, but they're not going to be stated as mutants. Which really bothered me, because it's like, where the fuck did these two come from? How did they get their powers? Why? That's what threw me off. I was like, I'm really excited for those two characters, because fictitiously, I really like Scarlet Witch. I like Quicksilver's actor. I don't want them to suck in this movie. I don't think they will. I don't think they will, but man.
I like Scarlet Witch in Superhero Squad show. That's all I know about her.
Did you see Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
No.
It was really campy, but it's a TV series, and a lot of people were really upset that the movie was like not, or that the show was not Avengers quality. And then I was just like,
how can you expect it to be Avengers?
It's a pilot episode of a TV series.
I heard a lot of people basically calling it CSI Shield.
It kind of is, but what did you expect? Seriously, what do people expect? I loved all the references. Like, there's a part where, because Maria Hill's in it. I didn't know she was going to be in it.
I don't know who that is.
Maria Hill was from the Avengers.
Oh, the character? Okay.
Yeah, Maria Hill. She's the character Maria Hill, not the actress.
I thought you were talking about an actress name.
Okay. Like, there's this lady who's apparently going to be a main character in the show, and she comes out handsomely to Coulson, and the new guy on the squad is like, is that who I think it is? And Cole's like, no, she's just the pilot. Like, he thought that was Black Widow.
Oh.
And then, like, even in the show, like, they have shots, like, there's a scene in the background where they keep repeating an entire, like, flying sequence of Iron Man. Like, and it's Iron Man, like, they zoomed in on it. There's, like, a Stark Industries banner on a bus. Like, it's so very campy and so good.
Anyway, speaking of Iron Man...
Oh, and they said Chitauri and the Extremis is in it.
Excrement.
It's in there, and I thought that was cool.
So when does this take place? Does it take place after Iron Man 3?
Yes,
Okay.
it would have to.
So, but how is Iron Man flying in it then?
It's a shot from the Avengers. It's like Iron Man Mark 3 or 4.
So
it's not like he's outside of a window. It's like a computer screen where like someone took footage of him.
Okay.
And there's like footage of the Hulk and.
Okay. So like I thought you were saying like the main character's like, hey, what's up in the sky? And you see Iron Man.
No, like also they also referenced Stark Tower and Fangirls. Like I thought it was, and then okay, so I want you to see the scene because I think you'd like actually don't want to describe it to you because it's so fun.
Okay.
But I want you to see it. Apparently, it's back on tonight. A rerun? I don't know. Whenever you get a chance to see it, I want you to.
All right, I will.
Because I know you were someone who wasn't very excited about
it. I was excited about the idea. I was not excited about the fact of having Coulson back.
Coulson's opening scene had me laughing really hard. Like they roll with it.
Okay.
They do. Like they kind of acknowledge like, well, we're just gonna get this out of the way because there's no beating around the bush. Get it out of the way. Let's laugh about it. All right, let's move on.
Because that's okay. I've talked about it before. Just
yeah.
I was not a fan of that. But I did get the Avengers 6-inch.
Yeah. So what else did you get?
Yeah. And I'm happy to have it. Sure,
it's a good toy.
Yeah, it's the same thing, the exact same thing that came out in Iron Man 2, and.
But now you have the whole set.
I'm way late on it. Yeah, now I can officially say I have the whole Avengers 6-inch line, which I kind of could say before, but not really.
Nope, you couldn't. Nope. Now you can. You could say it before, but you were lying.
Yeah. I also got a couple Transformers.
Oh my god. Who'd you get?
I got Sandstorm.
Ooh.
Which is pretty cool. I like it a lot. I would say it is a better toy. Overall, I would say it's a better toy than Springer.
What?
But I like Springer more just because of the character.
Ooh.
Oh, Sandstorm definitely is better as more of a quality toy. Definitely.
Does he feel better?
Yes, he's very...
Like quality?
Okay, feels like he's twice as heavy.
Well, he does have gigantic wheels.
Yeah.
That's good to know. I want to get him.
Yeah, he's really, really cool. And Springer's really cool too. The VTOL mode on Sandstorm is definitely better than the helicopter mode on Springer. Definitely.
Have you done the wheelchair mode?
No, I forgot about it. But yeah, I need that.
I thought that was the main reason you liked him more.
The wheelchair mode. That was a good selling point. When you're telling me about, I was like, what's this wheelchair mode? And then you showed me a picture. It was like, oh god, that's funny as hell. It's so wrong, but it's funny. And I also got, you won't really know much about, but I got the Star Trek Hot Wheels USS Vengeance, which
I've always wanted one of those.
Yeah, but
what is it?
It's the villain ship from Star Trek Into Darkness, and that came with the Blu-ray DVD.
Oh, okay,
Blu-ray Walmart exclusive thing. I like it. I collect a lot of Star Trek ships, so it was one I had to have. And I went ahead and pre-ordered Generations Rhinox and Waspinator. Those are the only two Generations. Those are the only two announced Transformers that I'm really looking forward to.
Really? Those are because I was gonna pre-order the deluxes.
All of them?
Yes.
Even Dreadwing?
Dreadwing? Oh, yeah, okay, as I say, like, hold on, I thought Prime Dreadwing. Yeah, I want that Dreadwing. That's the way I'm gonna get that mold. Because I don't want another Megatron. I don't. I have too many deluxe Megatrons I have nothing to do with as is.
Waspinator is the only one I have any real interest in.
Yeah. And I want the gold bug. That'll be my way of getting that toy. And Skids looks awesome. I'm super excited for Skids.
Is Skids no? I thought
Nope.
I keep
New
on
mold.
thinking if it's a remold of Trail Cutter or not.
Nope.
New mold. Okay. Yeah, I mean it looks good, just not into it. So
Well, fine.
anyway,
Fuck you.
Fine. I think that's it. I got. Yep. Your turn. You talk about something. I'm gonna refill my coffee.
Okay. So I'm gonna talk about something that he will have no response to. Wow, this is weird. How are you guys doing? We're alone now. Something I've been wanting for a while, just for my own personal collection, is I'm in love with the movie WALL-E. I think it's the most cute and amazing movie I've ever seen. And something I've always wanted was, I went to Toys R Us back in like 2009, and they had one of the little transforming WALL-E toys. Like the actual transforming WALL-E, and they had that, and I bought it. And then I went home and discovered they made an Eve, and I never found that one. And yeah, that got expensive, so I was able to bid and win one off eBay, and now I have it. And now I have like 8-inch scale WALL-E and Eve toys sitting on a mantle in my room, holding hands, and it's cute. The other stuff I got, I think Jesse would actually be interested in, but he's not here. I want him to know about it. I think he should. Actually, you know what? The one thing I did get that I don't think he'd care about is I got an Armada Hotshot at the Comic-Con I was just at. I got an Armada Hotshot. Guy wanted $12 for it, and I said, no, I'll give you 10. Because it doesn't have the engine block, missile, or minicon, and I just want the toy for posterity because I used to have it when I was young. Hi!
Hi.
I stalled because I wanted you to hear what I got.
Okay.
Some of it.
All right.
Some of it. My Marvel stuff I wanted you to hear.
Hmm.
Stop fucking slurping.
Someone had the audacity to blast me on a older episode of Primecast, like, you're drinking too loud. Can you drink quieter? Your sipping is distracting me from your free show you're providing me.
Did I tell you what I keep getting blasted on repeated episodes of Primecast?
Does it concern a certain individual?
No.
Okay,
No.
then no.
I'll type it to you.
Okay. Type it. Type that shit. Type it.
Oh,
Oh,
but okay,
you told me about that.
Okay, yeah. He won't stop.
We can't stop.
Can't stop, won't stop. PoolCon. I got Marvel stuff at this. At this Comic-Con I was at. I'm gonna share this with you. It made me laugh. One of them was I got Marvel Select Thanos. It's fucking huge.
Tropical Dawn. I don't get it.
Look at his face. Just look at his face. It's just
okay.
funny.
Okay.
Get it? Just it's funny. The word dong is it's so stupid. I got Marvel Select Thanos. Dude's big. I had some problems with one of the ankles on mine where the paint like wasn't dry before they put it on.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to break that paint. It's a good toy. Like it. I don't know. He isn't. I don't know. Like he's not amazing, but he's a really good centerpiece.
I would use him as my stand-in for the Marvel Cinematic Universe until Avengers 3 come out. Because he seems like, I mean, from what we see of him in the first Avengers, he looks pretty much like he does in the comics, right? Yes, no, maybe.
Yeah. For the most part, all we know.
How big is he? Like, what is he? How big is he compared to, like, say, the 6-inch Hulk figure?
He's much bigger.
Is he really?
Yeah. This guy's pretty much like a brick.
Nice. I see. Oh, I see. He comes with his wife, huh? That's his wife. That skeleton lady.
Yeah.
which is
The embodiment of evil.
Yeah.
Or embodiment of death.
And
Sorry.
it comes with the what the fuck's it called?
Infinity Gauntlet?
Infinity Gauntlet. I kept on wanting to say
Yeah.
Dynasty Gauntlet, which that's not right to me.
No, yeah, but then Infinity Gauntlet prop isn't that great. It just, there's really no way for him to, like, pose with it that looks natural.
Uh-huh.
So it kind of is upsetting. But whatever.
I hope they make Ascension's line for Guardians of the Galaxy.
I'm sure they will. If
Well,
not, they'll put them in.
It's very
line.
surprising to me that they're not doing it for Thor 2.
Oh, yeah, that's right, they're not. Are they?
Yeah, I canceled my pre-orders for select Thor and Jane Foster. His idea.
The fact that there's going to be like a
off.
7 because what is?
The idea was pissing me off.
That they're not making 6-inch ones?
Yeah. And the Thor would be even bigger than already kind of too big 6-inch Thor, so it just would not look right. And he doesn't look that much different. It's like, meh. If they made a 6-inch Thor that came with like his coat, not his coat, his cape that he has in the trailer, that'd be cool. But yeah, Jane Foster, that's stupid.
I want an 8-inch figure of Natalie Portman, just Natalie Portman, because that is what Jane Foster is Natalie Portman in special clothes. What the fuck? Never mind. I'm done. I got other stuff. I got from old Marvel Legends. I got an old Marvel Legends Ghost Rider. I know that there's 2 Marvel Legends Ghost Riders from back in the day that had bikes. This one, I don't know how to describe it. It's the bigger bike that you could put on a wall. It had like the hole in the bottom of the bike you could stick on a wall base.
Yeah.
Or it is a wall base. I got that one.
Nice.
And it didn't come with the plastic chain, so I like wrapped a necklace chain around it, and it looks fine. I also got the old Marvel Legends Silver Surfer with the magnetic, like with his magnet feet and the metal bar
feet?
To stick to his surfboard.
Oh, okay.
And it comes with Howard the Duck.
Oh, I remember seeing that in stores a long time ago. I was like, oh,
Good toy. I've always really wanted it, and it was kind of cheap there. It was like $25. I was like, I don't want the box anyway, so just give me that, and it's fine.
Nice.
I wasn't able to haggle. They had like this one booth had 2 Marvel Legends Galactus or the Build-A-Figure. And I couldn't haggle for them. They wanted $75. And I was just
That's
like,
not
hey,
bad.
No, it's not bad at all. But I
just
literally did not.
Much.
I did not have that much money. I was like, you do 70? And they're like, no. I'm like, all right, well, I'm just not gonna buy it.
Well,
and they're like, okay.
Fuck you too.
Well, I wasn't mad that they declined me. I was like, all right, well,
that's only $5 less.
Well, and then from that same booth,
less?
I went back later. The dude was taking out tons of Transformers. He's the same booth that they had the G1 Shockwave for $80. I ended up not getting that. I should have, but I just didn't. Same booth though. I talked about this before you came back. Dude had Armada Hotshot. That's another thing I got. I got Armada Hotshot because I used to have that toy when I was little. So it was something I wanted just because
the universe version or like the actual Armada.
No,
one?
Actual Armada.
Oh, okay.
Shitty toy, but I like it. And like I dug it out of this like pile of other Armada toys, and I asked him, I was like, how much do you want for this? And he's like, $12.
Sold.
And I just kind of looked at him, and I was like, it doesn't. And I pointed things out to him, and he looked kind of dumbfounded. He's like, shit. I was like, it doesn't have the engine block, the missile, or the minicon. I'll give you 10. And he was like, and he actually thought about it. He was like, I guess I can do that. It's like no one else is gonna fucking buy that.
Wow.
Except maybe a kid. Maybe a kid would buy that, but still, like, I don't know. I know the figure goes for more than that on eBay, but I was like, I bet I'm the first guy who ever looked at this toy twice and was very interested in it.
Yeah.
It's not even complete. I didn't even care about it being complete, but I don't know. And after that, the guy he remembered me from trying to haggle for Galactus, and I think he was kind of upset because I kind of knew what I was talking about with the Transformer, and because these are obviously things that he bought in like lots off of like garage sales and auctions and found other places. It was all secondhand stuff in bags. And like with the amount of stuff there, like in Star Wars and Marvel, and the only Transformers things I think he actually knew the value of were the G1s. When the G1s are reasonably priced, at least most of them. So, but still, like the Armada stuff, he was just kind of like, that's kind of old. I'll put more money on that. It's like, no.
I wish I would have gotten into Marvel Legends a lot sooner than I did.
I did, but I wasn't very good about it. I got more Marvel Legends though.
Like what?
I got the new Hawkeye.
Holy shit! I'm jelly.
Really?
Yes, I want that Hawkeye. Any version of Hawkeye.
I want
ever
this
since
one
the
and the
Avengers, I've become quite a fan of Hawkeye.
Right?
Goofy costume or not.
Yeah. This one is the one that came out first. Like this is the ultimate one.
Yes.
I want both. I want the classic and the Hawkeye.
Mm-hmm.
And when the classic variant comes out, I'm gonna hunt that down. So I got that, and I got the new Black Panther, which is an amazing toy.
Is it?
Hawkeye's cool. Hawkeye's really cool. Hawkeye pose is awesome, but Black Panther is so good.
I haven't seen any of that new wave.
Neither have I. You have to probably get them offline. Just DBTS.
I fucking hope to see Hawkeye in stores because I don't want to pay third or aftermarket price on these.
I don't want to pay third-party prices on a Hawkeye that's not third-party.
Isn't his bow the same one that came from the 6-inch Avengers?
Yes.
That's what I thought.
Yes.
Wasn't sure if it was or not.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
A lot of places though in that convention wanted like a lot for. I couldn't find them for any cheaper than $25.
Mm-hmm.
So I got them each for $25, and then I got the last Hawkeye for $25 in the dealer room, and I got the last Black Panther for $25. The other places wanted like $27 for Hawkeye and like $30 for Black Panther. I was like, no. They wouldn't, because this one booth had both, and I was like, hey, would you do this for both? And she was like, nah. But I've done business with them in the past. They probably just weren't having a good day on sales. I was like, whatever, that's fine. Give me that one. I'll just go buy that one from someone else. She was happy about
Sell me
it.
on Black Panther. I have no real interest in him or not.
He just poses amazingly well. He has open hands, so you can do just a lot of like raw poses with him. And because Black Panther, I mean, in the comic books, he's a very agile, very quick character, and this figure personifies that so great. And he has painted on accents of blue on the black suit. It just looks nice.
I hate that.
It's very posable.
I hate that.
Really?
Yeah, because like anything like that's both predominantly a black figure or is supposed to be black, they always put blue on it. I don't like that. Like on the Marvel Universe black suit Spider-Man, he has blue on it. That thing looks stupid.
Well, this guy's a good figure.
Okay.
Paint it if you don't like it.
I'm just not really too much into character. Just anytime I see him, it's like, that's an awfully racist character.
He's not racist.
I mean, just the idea of it. I mean, he's not like, Black Panther, like, down with the white superheroes. But, like, just the idea, like, the Black Panthers in the 60s and 70s, were, what they are. And the fact that this character was, he's African American from a tribe, and he's called Black Panthers, means that like he'd be like the ultimate leader of this racist group. I mean, that's the first thing I know is like far from that, but like that's just the first thing that comes to my mind. Like whenever I think about this character,
you're racist.
I'm not a racist, but I mean, I just like.
That's okay. It makes sense.
I'm sure like if I look more into the character of this, I mean, he's the prince of his tribe, right? And he like inherited.
T'Challa.
I don't know anything about his name or tribe, but like all I know about him mostly is from Ultimate Avengers 2. I don't know anything else past that, but yeah. What else?
The other things I got were. They had new Walking Dead figures supposed to come out this month. I was hoping they would come out earlier on in the month so I could have them in hand to be able to get signed at the convention because there were a bunch of Walking Dead actors supposed to be there. There were supposed to be Laurie Holden, who plays Andrea, Chandler Riggs, who plays Carl, Michael Rooker, who plays Merle, and Norman Reedus, who plays Daryl. And Laurie Holden canceled. I was like, okay, well, whatever. I'll just cancel her pre-order. And they just never came in, so I didn't get them to sign. But I already had a Merle figure from Wave 3, and I got Norman Reedus' signature last year, and they had Carl, Andrew in Wave 4, and then the 2-pack of Daryl and Merle. And so I was like, all right, I'll get those signed if they come out in time. They didn't come out in time. I was like, whatever. I get to the show, and they have Wave 4 figures there. So they have Andrea, the Governor, Carl, and the Riot Gear zombies. And they didn't have the 2-pack at all, though. And I was kind of bummed out about that. But I got a figure of Carl. I was able to get that signed by Chandler Riggs. I brought my Merle figure, got that signed by Michael Rooker. Herschel, sadly, doesn't have a toy yet. I met Scott Wilson there. Got him to sign a drawing of mine. Got my picture with him and Michael Rooker. I got a picture with Chandler Riggs, but he wasn't doing like the actual pictures outside of photo ops, and my only what we guessed was because he's underage, he probably can't, because pedophiles are like that? That's probably why, because he's underage.
But that doesn't make, I mean, it kind of makes sense, but it kind of doesn't.
I don't know, maybe because of pedophile was trying to take pictures with him, like I don't know.
Wow,
like
you
I
went
don't
dark there real fast.
I'm serious. That's the reason. That's what, like, my mom, she works at a law firm, and she was like, there's no clause against it, like, law against it, but, I mean, maybe, I don't know. I'm pretty sure his dad's his manager. Maybe he just didn't like the idea of it.
Oh, okay.
So, whatever. I still got, like, my mom took a picture, because my mom wanted to go there and meet the actors, because she likes the show. So, she, like, took a picture of me talking to him. So, whatever.
I saw the picture of you and Herschel.
Yeah. Did you see the one of me and Merle?
Oh, yeah, you showed me that, too.
Yeah. Scott Wilson's such a nice guy. Michael Rooker was a pretty cool guy. Chandler Riggs is a nice kid. Talked to him about Pokemon. And, I tried meeting Norman Reedus again, but that shit's impossible if you don't have the VIP pass. Like, it's seriously fucking impossible to meet him if you don't have the VIP thing, because his line's too long. They kept capping it. It was, like, a 4-hour wait, and that was exceeding the time he was doing autographs. I was like, fuck this. He's going to be in town this Saturday. That's part of the reason we're recording on a Thursday. Mm-hmm. I'm busy this weekend. He's going to be here on Saturday, so for a special event he's doing. So I already pre-ordered my little thing for him, so I'll meet him on Saturday, but Jesus Christ. My parents told me, they were like, hey, yeah, next year, for your birthday, you'll probably get a VIP thing, because that is bullshit. Because we kept trying to get in line, and they kept telling us no, and finally we snuck in line. Like, we didn't jump in front of anybody, but we, like, got in the back of the line. And, like, what are you guys doing? And finally we were just like, look, like, if we want to wait here, let us wait here. If we don't make it, fine. And I was like, whatever. And, like, an hour later, we were like, we haven't really moved. Fuck this. It wasn't actually an hour.
Why is he so popular?
I honestly don't know. I don't know. Like, I know The Walking Dead is a stupid popular show, but, like, I was in Scott Wilson's line for maybe 10 minutes. I was in Michael Rooker's line for, 8 minutes. I was in Chandler Riggs' line for maybe 15 minutes. Mm-hmm. Like, last year I met Norman Reedus, and his line was long. I was in line for maybe an hour, but whatever. Like, that was fine. It was moving. It wasn't literally half room long. They had to put him in a corner so the line could exceed around the wall. Oh. And it wouldn't block anything. Everyone else had bars set up. It was stupid. If any of you went to Mid-Ohio Comic-Con, Wizard World Mid-Ohio Comic-Con, yeah, like, I don't know if any of you really care about Norman Reedus, but I don't know, like, the Boondock Saints is popular. It has a cult following, but I don't know. I honestly can't, aside from women just being like, I want to meet him because he's hot, I can't think of anything else. The Boondock Saints isn't that popular. I don't see why people were all adamant about meeting him, and then they just really didn't care about the other 3 actors there.
I would be more excited to meet Michael Rooker than anything.
Because Michael Rooker's been in actual movies. Yeah. Scott Wilson has been in Academy Award nominated and winning movies. I mean, yeah, Chandler Riggs is like a 13-year-old kid, but still, like, Norman Reedus, and I know it wasn't for the Boondock Saints because they set up Norman Reedus and Sean Patrick Flannery. They are the Boondock Saints right next to each other. Literally, Sean Patrick's line was empty.
That's gotta be depressing for him.
He was up there on the phone, and we kind of looked around and waited there, and we finally asked the staff, we're like, is his line open? Or what? And they're like, yeah, go on up. And we're like, okay. We went up and talked to him for a second. And I felt so bad, and like I don't know, we didn't buy autographs for him because we got him last year. But we were like, hey, we were here last year. It's good seeing you again. We
How much did they charge for autographs?
For Norman Reedus, all the Walking Dead actors were $40.
Okay.
But for Norman Reedus' appearance this weekend, they raised the price. It's $50 for an autograph now, and that line is stupid to try and get into. And we were like, fuck that. We'll just get photo ops. We'll get to hang out there with him for a second. We don't know how many people are going to be there. We have the tickets in hand already. We're not fucking with that autograph line again.
It's stupid for fucking celebrities too.
I don't get it. Norman Reedus.
This is greedy.
Great. I mean, Norman Reedus is a great guy. Like, I think he's a nice guy. Nothing against him at all. Like, because people like him, it's not against him. I really like him. Like, that's why I want to meet him again. But it's like, why? Why was it that nuts? Because whenever I get up, and like, people are up there having conversations with him, and that's fine, I don't care, but I feel bad, because when I get up there, I want to, like, I feel bad, I'm holding up the line, you know, when I'm talking to the actual celebrity, I feel like I'm holding up the line, but people get up there, and they start, you know, having a Q&A session, and I'm just like, I've been standing in the exact same spot for 15 minutes.
Anyway.
Like,
what else did you get?
Know. Fuck. I don't.
You got fuck?
I know I got something else. Yeah, I got fuck. I got a whole lot of fuck. Not really. What?
Nothing.
I'm not making a sex joke. God. You're so inappropriate. I got, like, there was a bin of, like, buy 3, get 1 free of these Spider-Man figures. And I rummaged through that bin for a good 15 minutes, and finally I was just like, there's nothing in here I want to buy. Because I had 2 figures I wanted. I was like, I'll buy these 2. Just please find a 3rd one, and then I can find another one I'd want for free. I could not find another one that I wanted to buy.
Take one that you didn't want, just like
free. Just to get the free one. No, I couldn't. Like, I was like, no.
just grab something. Just something.
None of them looked like I don't want to deal with having to store this somewhere in my house.
I don't want to deal putting this stupid little piece of plastic in someplace never to see again, even though it's free.
Yeah,
that's pretty bad.
I was like, never mind. I'll just get these 2.
Fucking never mind. You and your stupid figures.
I got this Spider-Man. He's an old silly Spider-Man. He has magnetic feet. He looked cool. I was like, I want that because I can't have too many Spider-Men. And I got this gigantic like Ultimate Green Goblin figure. It's like Marvel Legends, kind of. So I have a Green Goblin and a Spider-Man that's just there that I like. Yeah, I tried. I even looked through other bins. That I was like, well, maybe I'll be able to haggle him. Like, hey, maybe he'll mix and match bins. Because all the bins had that. Like, buy 3 from this bin, get 1 free. Maybe I'll be able to haggle. Be like, hey, I got these 2 from that bin, but this one from the other one. Could you do that? And maybe be like, okay. But I looked through all of them. There was nothing in any of those that I wanted to deal with. There wasn't any of them where I was like, oh, this is cool. I want this for free. Or, like, I was like, no.
That's sad.
I'd feel like I'd be buying this stuff just to have it. Like, I don't know, like... What the fuck? Oh, okay, never mind. I misread something. Yeah, it was so bad. I felt bad. I was like, I want to take you up on your offer. But you have nothing that is in any remote interest to me at all. It's all actually really dumb. So never mind. But I got those, and I think that is all I got. So
how's Comic-Con, how's the experience? I was not able to make it up. Sadly.
Obviously. It was good. It wasn't bad. Aside from, like, in the amount of people in Norman Reedus' line is not the convention's fault. It's not even the guest's fault. They want to meet Norman Reedus, that's fine. Like, it's not Norman Reedus' fault. It's fine, like, it happens. But what I was disappointed in is, like, everyone kept getting in line and they kept jumping ahead if you had the VIP pass. You paid $200 for that pass. That's fine.
God.
You can pay for that. That's great. But, like, it made it impossible for everyone else to meet him, and I was upset about that. I wasn't mad at anybody. I was like, this is bullshit. Like, I was just more like, man, that bums me out. That I have to pay this much money to pretty much meet this actor if I want to have a chance at meeting him. That bums me out. And I wasn't expecting that many people to have that pass.
And
that's what made it so hard.
For the people with hardly any or no people in their line. That's gotta be a fucking downer be in the same show, and this other guy has at least like an hour-long wait of people in line, and you have no one in front of you, and you're just like on your phone just passing. I was like, I can't wait to get this shit over with. I'm about to go kill myself.
I would feel embarrassed if that happened to me. I'm sure they've experienced.
I would have just left.
I'm sure they're not taking it personal. I'm sure they're not. Like I was thinking about that. I was like, how do they feel? I'm sure they're not taking it personal. I mean, Sean Patrick Flannery. He's like, all right, yeah, Norman Reedus. I mean, he's in The Walking Dead. That's different. I'm doing other things. He's doing bigger things. Whatever. But then like. I was thinking, and then, I mean, Scott Wilson, I felt bad for Scott Wilson most of all. Dude is at least 70, I think. I think he's 72. And he's been in, like, Oscar-winning movies and nominations, and, like, he's in nutso stuff. And, I mean, he's being marketed as the guy with one leg on that Walking Dead TV show. And I feel bad for him. But he's such a nice guy, like... He's not upset that that's happening to him, but I feel bad, that he's lived a lifetime of trying to get up there, and I don't know. Like again, it's none of their fault. I don't want anyone to feel bad for how popular they are or like how much someone wanted to meet this guy because I didn't. I met Norman Reedus last year. Even if I didn't get to meet him again this weekend, I wasn't gonna cry about it. I would just be like bummed, like oh that sucks. But yeah, last year the convention was stupid about his line. It was too long for the barriers they set up, and they would not let me and my friend in line. And finally, people started a line, and they said, actually, this isn't a line. You guys have to get out of here. And finally, we went and told someone, like, this is bullshit. Like, make a fucking line somewhere. An hour later, they had a line, and they put us in it.
Nice.
And we got through that line in like an hour and a half, while this line was like a 3.5 hour wait. And I don't know what happened in between that time, besides Season 3 of Walking Dead, but... I don't know.
You know what movie I rewatched the other day after even talking about it last week?
What?
Dread. I saw when it first came out on DVD. I'm like, God, this movie is awesome. And I saw it again on Netflix. What the hell is that noise?
Compressed air.
That's what it sounded like. What
I'm being a dick.
You just spraying it in the microphone?
No, into my hand. I'm bored.
Nice.
I'm sorry.
Like, we can take this fucking can and spray it on my body to hopefully stimulate my mind because I'm so fucking bored right now.
Fair fucking warning. If you have headphones in, if you're listening to this, take them out for a second. I'm about to blow this into my microphone just to see what it sounds like. Alright, Jesse, what does this sound like? Alright, 3, 2... Is it bad or is it just like whistling?
It just sounded like you just putting the microphone in your mouth.
It's hitting my pop filter. Let me take the pop filter off.
Oh, there you go.
Does that hurt?
Oh yeah, that was definitely horrible. All right, stop it. Stop it.
All right, what else did you do?
Well, and Dread.
Okay, I'm done. The nozzle popped off. Okay, the nozzle popped off.
Yeah, I figured out what really makes Dread such a really fucking good movie.
Really dreadful movie.
So like all superhero movies, especially like even like the first Judge Dredd movie, which is so fucking horrible. They're all like like apocalyptic, like the world is going to end because of this villain type of stories. Judge Dredd is just about a guy, Judge Dredd. He's just like taking another job. Like he's just raiding this building with the mob boss. It's not like a. It's more of a contemporary drug bust movie. It's a lot more relatable. Like like they even said like in the movie, when him, Dredd, and Anderson were listening to like the crimes being committed, like Dredd said something like there are 14 crimes reported every minute. There are 7,000 reported every day. We can report to about 6,000 of them. You choose one. And Anderson like, let's take Petrie's. So it's like, all right, let's go there. And that's the whole movie. Like they just go, solve the crime in this one building, and that's it. And that's sure. I mean, they went through some shit on the way, but like I'm sure it's like They didn't have to go there. And I'm sure nothing else would have been different to them. But damn, that was a good movie.
Yeah, it is.
When you think about Judge Dredd, which was fucking PG-13, it doesn't feel like a Judge Dredd movie. It has fucking Rob Schneider in it.
I never saw it.
Oh god, don't. He has his helmet on in maybe like 10 minutes, the entire movie. Oh god, Dredd's Carl Urban plays him, aka Bones from the new Star Trek movies.
Wait, that's him?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
What the fuck happened?
He was like you can barely tell from just like the way he always just has like fucking frown on his face. If you focus on that, you could tell it's him, but definitely the voice. But yeah, that's him. I love that movie. I love it. I could watch it until I get sick of it because that movie is so good. And it just shows like how well they can pull off an R-rated superhero movie. They don't all
superhero.
What did I just say?
You said superhero.
Oh, superhero.
I don't consider him to be a superhero.
Yes, he is. He has a comic book based on it, and he's a crime fighter.
Mm.
He's more of an anti-hero, maybe.
There you go.
But he's working for justice, definitely. But he's kind of an asshole.
Yeah, he's an asshole.
Yeah. So he's kind of a hero, but like with an anti-hero attitude. But yeah,
he's an anti-hero.
Like the first Punisher movie that came out was rated R. I really liked that movie, but then the Warzone Punisher, which is PG-13, was shit.
I never saw that one.
You never saw Punisher?
I saw Punisher. I never saw Punisher Warzone.
Yeah, that was fucking stupid.
The first Punisher was okay.
I liked it a lot. Even John Travolta or not.
John Travolta. So I saw a movie recently I really want to talk about.
Okay. What's that?
That movie is called Curse of Chucky.
Mm-hmm. How did you see it?
I was on YouTube one day, and just this little voice in my head was like, type in Curse of Chucky. Just type it in. And I typed it in to watch the trailer again, and it said, Curse of Chucky, $14.99. I was like, what? And I was like, oh, are they having like pre-orders or what's that? And then I went to Amazon to look up reviews to see if it actually got released early, and it's like, nope, it got released digitally on YouTube and PSN, and people were reviewing it, talking about it, and I was like, went to PSN and downloaded it, and I got it. HD and SD. Okay, so I'm not gonna spoil the movie because I really don't want to. I'm sure some of you out there really don't give a fuck about Chucky. And I'm sure some of you might have given a fuck about Chucky once, a long time ago. But holy shit, I'm someone who... I'm younger, so I wasn't there in the heyday of Chucky, like Child's Play 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
But Chucky did used to scare the ever-living shit out of me. When I was younger, Seed of Chucky wasn't out yet, so Chucky... I only saw faint images of Chucky with his stitches from Bride, and it looked scary as shit to, like a 4-year-old. That's scary. And I'd known about Chucky, and like I had a cousin who loved Chucky. He used to watch the movies all the time with me at the house. I didn't like that shit. He was an asshole about it.
Child's Play is vaguely based on a true story.
A true story.
There's this little boy that was had this doll that was like 3 feet tall. And it was like a most generic looking doll. This is a terrible story because I don't remember half of it. But like the writer for Child's Play was like on vacation somewhere, and he's listening to this Spanish maid tell a story about this boy that she used to watch, and saying like the boy, something fucking happened in the house that like the boy could not have done in any stretch of imagination. Like it was physically and mentally impossible for. I'll have to research this again, until next week because it was a very creepy story. And like when his parents asked him about it, he pointed to the doll and said, "He did it." And the writer for Child's Play was so spooked by the story that he was inspired and wrote Child's Play.
Yeah, that's Don Mancini. That dude's cool. Don Mancini, I saw an interview where he was talking about people, because one thing that was kind of funny about the Curse of Chucky trailer was it said, like, brought to you by the people who brought you Chucky. It's like, well, yeah, it's the only thing he's done. And in an interview, he joked about that. And he's like, yeah, you know, when people come up to me on the street and like, oh, yeah, you're the guy who made Chucky. That's kind of like the only thing you've ever done. He said, he's like, yeah, well, you're kind of like a one-trick pony. Yeah, well, fuck you. It's a pretty good trick, isn't it? Like, the dude's really respectful and down to earth, but once you start, like, ragging on him for like, silly things like that, he's like, yeah, well, fuck you. Which, that's a mentality, which is give or take. I don't care. I have no, like, I'm not a Don Mancini fan, per se. I like Chucky. I think the guy's cool, but, he could be a blithering asshole. I don't know. The movie, I've been following the movie ever since it was confirmed, and the original synopsis for it read, like, along the lines of, like, Chucky is seeing out something he started over 25 years ago, and he plans to see it through till the bloody and shocking end. And that really interested me, just because I knew how they were making the new Chucky movie. They were wanting it to be more, plot-driven and story and scary-ish, and not actually comedy-based, as Bride and Seed of Chucky was, especially. And I didn't hate Bride of Chucky or Seed. I actually really liked Bride a lot. It was one of my favorites. Seed of Chucky was okay. I thought it was funny, like, whatever, but I liked it because it was doing what it was supposed to do. It wasn't taking itself seriously at all. They were like, let's have fun with this.
They had too much fun with that.
They brought it back, and a lot of people thought Curse of Chucky was a reboot. It is very much not a reboot, and the only thing I'm going to touch on that, if you want any sort of confirmation of any returning characters, is of when the story actually takes place. Something happens earlier on in the movie which concretes when the movie actually takes place, but then it's said. The story obviously has to do with the main character's family, with her mother.
Right.
And I'm not going to reveal what that is, but he's talking about her family. And he's like, Chucky is saying, there have been a lot of families come and gone over those 25 years. The Barkleys, the Kincaids, the Tillies. But your family was always my favorite. And before even the ending of the movie, I loved that line so much, because, like, there's heavy references to Andy Barkley, which never happened ever again after Child's Play 3. Ever. They never even said his name. And the Kincaids are the couple from Bride of Chucky.
Okay.
And the Tillies. And the Tillies, I was like, oh, this is after Seed of Chucky. And I started, like, putting together headcanon, and it was... The movie is seriously a gigantic fan wank if you're someone like me who's invested into the franchise and, like, is okay with what it did and is ready to forgive it. It redeems the badness of the sequels, in my opinion. And I'm someone who really did not like... I loved the first Child's Play. I really liked Child's Play 2. I did not care about Child's Play 3 really much at all. I liked Bride, and I thought Seed was funny, but that's it. I think this is probably... From what we've already had, I think, at this point, it's the best sequel of the continuity we already got. Like, at this point, it's the best sequel.
Does it mention Bride or Seed at all?
It does.
Besides the family?
It does.
Okay.
That's all I'm gonna say. Not in ways you would think. Like, there's a scene I want to talk about so bad, but I just can't. I don't want to spoil it. I'm sure some people are like, just fucking tell us. But...
No.
God, I want to.
I'm probably not going to see it. I might on a rainy day, but I don't know.
I think
I'm so... Chucky never scared me. Not even close. I just found it mildly entertaining, but then Seed came along,
don't really...
and I was like... Ugh.
So you don't really care if you get spoiled on this movie?
No, I don't. You could tell me. You could tell me the entire plot of the movie, and so I would actually prefer that, so I wouldn't have to bother watching it.
I want you to watch it, but if you're not invested in the franchise... Okay, so for anyone who wants to see this movie and doesn't want to be spoiled on actual plot lines, there's a few things we're going to talk about, and so skip this. Please, if you're interested in it, don't listen to what I'm about to say. I'm going to spoil the fucking movie. Please, I'm going to spoil it. Spoiler
fucking
alert.
Spoil
fucking
it. Don't listen.
Fucking curse of Chucky spoilers. Don't fucking listen. Okay, so now we got that warning. There's a scene where... in the movie, Chucky has his normal, good guy doll face. And you're just like, well, how is that happening? And I noticed it in the movie because they originally said it's a sequel to Child's Play 3. And then I was like, I don't know. But then I found pictures online that were leaked of Chucky with his stitches in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay, well, maybe the movie takes place at different times. That would make sense for the whole 25-year thing. And there's a scene where... There's one of the ladies, the main girl's sister, is in the attic, and she's holding Chucky, and she nudges him and feels something in him. She's like, "What the fuck?" And she pulls a knife out of his overalls, and she's stupid as fuck. And she sets the doll on a ledge, and then sets the knife right next to him. And then she turns around, and he's up there on a shelf. And in this movie, Chucky has 3 different faces. He has his toy face, then the face where he's a toy but he's sentient, and then he has his alive and talking face. And that's always been a thing with Chucky. He's always looked different, and then is able to revert back. And this one, he does that up until a point, and she starts looking at him when he's in his he's alive right there, and she's just looking at him, and I noticed this red mark on his forehead. I was like, what the fuck? And then I saw peeling plastic on his face. I was like, okay, now it makes sense. And she starts picking at it. And she peels a piece off, and there's this line of stitches on his chin. And then she starts peeling away at his forehead, and there's stitches on his forehead. And then she goes to pick more off his mouth, and he lunges at her, and she screams. And he walks at her, and just peels the rest of it off. And he's all stitched underneath. I thought that was great.
So that kind of makes sense.
And so you saw Bride of Chucky,
yeah.
right? Okay, there's a scene in the ending where there's a cop who showed up to the house after everything happened. He sees Chucky sitting somewhere, and then it shows him walking to his police car, holding an evidence bag. He gets in the car, throws the evidence bag into the passenger seat, gets on his phone. Now think about Bride of Chucky. Think about the beginning. He calls somebody, and so campily and so obvious Easter eggy, he says, "I'm on my way, don't forget my money." And I'm like, okay, that's an obvious reference to Bride of Chucky. That's great. And then he looks at the bag, and the bag starts breathing. And then I had read before that Jennifer Tilly was not in this movie. 100% she is not. Jennifer Tilly jumps out of the fucking back seat and slits his throat, and I started screaming. It was so beautiful. Because I have a weird fascination with Jennifer Tilly. I love her. And...
So wait, I'm really confused right now.
Yeah, I'm going to explain it. I'm going to explain the whole canon thing. And she opens up the bag, and she's like, so, who's next? And shuts the bag. And it's Tiffany. In the end of the credits, it says Jennifer Tilly as Tiffany. What I'm assuming with that is it's after Seed of Chucky. And... no Chucky movie after Child's Play 3, even Child's Play 3, none of the movies ever had a solid ending. It was always very open. Bride of Chucky ended with her giving birth. Seed of Chucky ended with, Chucky's arm jumping at Glenn. And that was it. There was no solid ending. This movie doesn't have a solid ending at all. What I'm guessing is it takes place a few years after Seed of Chucky. It was stated, or at least shown at the end of Seed of Chucky, that Tiffany is actually in Jennifer Tilly's body. She is Jennifer Tilly. She's Tiffany, and she has the kids. I'm guessing the kids are grown up now, or she just doesn't care about the kids, and she's just doing things for Chucky. She's just helping him kill people. What she's doing is she mails him to places, and he kills them, and then she'll mail him other places to kill more people. Okay. So pretty much all the loose ends he's ever had is what she's helping him tie up. So they're not. She's not a doll. It's actually Jennifer Tilly playing her, and it's awesome. And another big thing in this movie, Chucky's not actually trying to get in anybody's body like abruptly. It's more of like a backup plan, and I like that. I was thinking about that. I was like, oh wait, because that makes the actual scene in Seed of Chucky where he's like, hold on a second, why are we trying to be human? Being human sucks. You die, bleed, get sick, and it's awful. I'm gonna be a doll because it's awesome. I get to be a killer doll. Nobody suspects me. I always come back when I die. It's great. And he embraces what he is. And in the movie, it carries over. And so then the movie ends after she sends him somewhere, and it says Jennifer Tilly as Tiffany. And I was like, oh, best cameo.
Yeah.
Like, that's great. Then it goes, in the movie, the main girl is taunting, because she looks up on the internet like Chucky Doll, Charles Lee Ray, Andy Barkley, stuff that happened in Hackensack, stuff that happened in Los Angeles, Chicago 25 years ago. And then Chucky's like, you remind me a lot of Andy Barkley. He was a whiny little bitch just like you. And she says, that's why you killed him, right? And he's like, more or less, I killed his childhood. And she's like, oh, so you never really killed Andy Barkley, did you? And I had already seen where it's confirmed that Alex Vincent is Andy Barkley in the movie. And the movie ends and the credits hit. I'm like, what the fuck? Where's Andy? And I was like, oh, wait, after credits. And as soon as the credits end, it says 6 months later. And, he gets an elongated box. He comes to the door. He's like, oh, I don't know what this is. Thanks. And he's very campy about it. Like, Alex Vincent is not an A-list actor in any sense. He was a kid actor for the most part, and that's it. It's mainly his contribution to the series, not his actual acting props. Mm-hmm. He's not that great of an actor. But I didn't care. And he gets the box, he puts it on his table. He gets a phone call as soon as he puts the box down. It's his mom from the first movie. You don't actually hear her voice. He's like, oh, yeah, hi, Mom. Yeah, my birthday's tomorrow. Like, it's very campy. You know, like, I'm going to repeat everything you say on the phone just so we can get this in one scene. He's like, yeah, I'll be there for my birthday tomorrow. Yeah, no surprises. No, don't get me anything. And it's very
like,
campy.
why are you repeating everything I say? Why am I repeating everything you say? I don't know.
Why? Because I'm setting up plot. I'm making a movie here, Mom. I'm making a movie. And a knife comes out of the box, starts cutting the box open. Chucky sits up, and as Chucky sits up, he looks at, like, a table, and on the table it has, like, his diploma from the military, from Kent Military School from Child's Play 3, a picture of his foster sister from Child's Play 2, and the picture of Andy and his mom from Child's Play 1. And Chucky sees it, and he just starts cringing. He's like, all these people I let live. I'm gonna kill everybody. And he's mad at himself. You can see it, like, the way they animated his face was so good. Like, he looks at those pictures and slowly turns his puppet head and starts, like, just wincing and just, like, oh my god, I made a mistake. And then, like, Andy, like, he kind of trails off. And then Chucky turns around and Andy has a fucking gun in his face. Because Andy's military trained at this point, and I'm sure he doesn't find Chucky as a threat. He's killed him 3 times. He cocks the gun, and all Chucky can get out is, Andy! And he blows his head off. And then it says Alex Vincent as Andy Barkley. And it ends.
So wait, Chucky blows Andy's head off?
No,
okay.
Andy blows Chucky's head off. He's like, Chucky turns around, Andy's standing there with a shotgun in his face. And Chucky's like, oh god! And he's almost like, Andy, no! Like, you know, trying to play the whole doll thing, he just can't. And he's like, Andy! And Andy's like, play with this, and shoots him. Like, we don't really see, but there's a shotgun and it ends.
Funny.
It's great. Like, I honestly think this is like the most.
It sounds fun.
Fan service.
It sounds like a good movie.
It's very good and fun.
Now, just to see what you just described, because it does sound pretty good.
Now, what the hell? Okay, never mind. The movie itself isn't scary. Right. It's very creepy. And the music is so good. I've never cared about a Chucky movie's music, except for the first one. Child's Play 1 had one of the best horror movie scores. It's creepy. It's all tingy like toys. It's a great, like, scary song. And this one has really good score. And I really liked it. And, so good. I like this movie
Oh,
a lot.
yeah,
I thought
it's
it was so fun. It was so campy. The spoilers are done. I bet people are like, oh my god, that was a long talk. How long do I have to skip the spoilers if they care? I doubt anyone cares about spoilers. But such a good movie. I liked it a lot. It's not like Oscar worthy. It's not an actual good movie, but I liked it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And the budget was only $5 million. It's a direct to DVD release, so everyone thought it was gonna be really bad. And like, I already bought it digitally. I'm gonna buy it on Blu-ray. I'm gonna sign any petition for a theatrical release. Like, the fact that it's direct to DVD is not bad. Like, I feel bad that that's gonna like probably harm it.
Probably will.
Yeah, but yeah, this movie I'm gonna support the hell out of it because I want more. Because with this like fun writing style and this campiness, I like it. Maybe this movie just got lucky for me, but I liked it.
Chucky got lucky.
Chucky got real lucky, and Chucky had sex with a doll on camera once.
Yeah, he did.
That happened.
That was weird.
In Bride of Chucky, they did
That's
it.
so weird. It's been a long time since I've seen that movie.
And in Seed of Chucky, he masturbates.
Was he really? I don't remember that at all.
And then Tiffany shows him her toy boobs. He wasn't doing it just to do it. It was like because they were gonna artificial insemination to Jennifer Tilly. Right. It wasn't like he was just like, having fun. It was, but they animated that. I remember looking at behind the scenes footage of it. It was so funny. There's like it takes 4 grown men to jack off one midget doll.
That's funny as hell. I don't remember that at all.
Really?
No, I don't. Yeah. Listen, things may or may not have happened in that movie because I don't remember because I stopped paying attention.
Yeah, no, that happened.
Okay.
And yeah, another thing. In this movie, this isn't much of a spoiler, but like, okay, so you know how in the old movies Chucky, like, after he's in that body for a while, it would start to turn into like a human body. He would bleed. He would get hurt and all that. Like, no matter where it was, you know. In this movie, like, she knocks his head off and it's just a doll head on a doll body. There's no blood or anything. Like, she stabs him and there's no blood. It's just stuffing. And like, I'm just like, well, where's his anatomy? Like, what happened with that? There's no explanation. That's one thing that threw me off.
Okay.
But
what else were you going to talk about? I can't remember.
I don't remember anything we had said to talk about. I don't know. You just want to do questions?
I think I was going to mention something. I forget.
Pull up questions.
Oh, well. Yeah, let's go on to questions.
Also, really quick for questions, you know where to send your questions. primecastqa@gmail.com. But please, don't feel bad if you don't send us 8 emails at once because that's too much to answer from one person.
Yes, very much.
We've not had that problem with many people. If you send more than one, don't feel bad. Please don't. This is not to anyone except if we don't answer your questions on the show, it's because previous things have been stated that you sent in too many.
Right.
And some of them might not be questions. They're just simple phrases. That's all. Don't feel bad splitting your questions up into weeks. Like, send us 2 emails, 3 emails this week. I mean, if you send us 3 emails, like, oh, I forgot something in this email, I don't care. That's fine. But sending us 6 emails with 8 racks of questions.
Ugh. It's a nightmare.
So please, if I skip your email, resend it next week and limit how many you send. First question is from Harrison. Hi guys, Harry here, with maybe the last question till I come up with more creative ones. Jesse, what was with the video called Jesse and then it's gone?
What?
Jesse, what was with the video called Jesse and then it's gone? I don't know what he's talking about. I'm guessing you do.
Me neither. I don't know.
I'm sorry. I don't know what he's talking about. Or, I don't know what Jesse's... I don't know what that is for Jesse.
Like, what was the context of the video? I don't even know. Like over the course of my YouTube activity, I've uploaded test videos and such, and just taken them down just to see if they worked or what.
That's probably what he's referring to, and if it's gone.
Yeah.
But yeah. Wyatt, as much as you want Nathan Fillion to be Ant-Man or Giant Man or whoever, if there are any other characters you could think of where he can play someone else, if the whole Ant-Man thing doesn't happen. Personally, I thought of him playing Mr. Fantastic in the Fantastic Four reboot. Yes, a reboot. Yeah, I had heard that they're rebooting Fantastic Four. I'm not against it. I don't really see him playing Mr. Fantastic because Nathan Fillion plays a pompous, sarcastic asshole, and that's not really Mr. Fantastic all the time. He can be that guy, but he's not always that guy. I can't think of anyone else he could really play well. I'm sure he could play them well, but like that characterization doesn't really fit anyone else for me. I'm sure he'd be fine with doing someone else, but off the top of my head, I don't know. To be honest, or at least in a story that's been confirmed to be in a movie. But I'm sure they'll find someone. Like Kick-Ass is playing Quicksilver. Also they officially released the Age of Ultron trailer.
What? The one that was at Comic-Con?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I've been dying to see that. Show me.
Okay, I will after the show.
No, link it to me now.
Oh, I got. I'm gonna finish the question.
Okay,
right.
but seriously, do it. Stop it.
I keep getting phone calls, and then I text that person saying, "I'm recording. Please text me," and they don't text me. And I know they have texting capabilities.
I hate that. I hate when certain people.
Hold on. I'm just gonna answer it. I'm gonna answer it.
Okay.
Hello. No, and also I'm recording. Can you please text me? All right. Bye. I hate to be an asshole, but that's the third time someone's called, and then I said, "Hey, can you text me?" And they ignored it, and 45 minutes later, they just called me again. And it's iPhones. I saw that he read it.
I can't see if you read my text, you asshole.
Really?
Yeah, because you don't have that option selected.
Oh.
You have to go into your iMessage settings and select read receipt.
I see it. I see that you read mine.
Yeah, because I see.
Do you see it when I'm replying?
Because I'm considerate.
Well, fine. I'll just delete this. This little. Wait.
You can't undelete.
Need for Speed. Hey, Ken. Need for Speed official. That looks like Aaron Paul. Is that Aaron Paul? That is Aaron Paul.
Who's Aaron Paul?
Aaron Paul is Jesse Pinkman.
Who's Jesse Pinkman?
Breaking fucking Bad.
Fucking sorry. Like I said, I haven't fucking watched that show. Not yet, anyway.
They're making a Need for Speed movie?
They are.
Yeah, that's what this trailer is.
They're like 15 years past its popularity date.
It's just going to be another Fast and Furious.
Yeah. They're making 9 movies. They confirmed 7, 8, and 9.
Whatever.
Fast and Furious,
Fast and Furious 6 was really good. This has Aaron Paul in it. It's going to be good. I'm excited.
They need to calm shit down on those movies, man. The titles are so fucked up. First,
yeah.
First the Fast and the Furious. All right, that's a cool title. Then Too Fast, Too Furious. Okay, that's cute. The Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift. Alright, so they went back. That makes sense. Then it was Fast and Furious. So they just took out out of the first title. So that's kind of confusing.
I think it was gonna be the last
one.
Then
they made Fast 5. I'm like, what? Oh, okay. So then they went back to the Fast and Furious 6. What?
So I forget who it was, but someone I follow on Twitter made a funny joke. It was when the Super Bowl trailer premiered. Wow, it's just Fast and Furious 6, not Fast and Furious 6 Ways to Sunday or something like that. I forgot who that was. It was a while ago. It was so funny. It was great to read because I saw parts of Fast and Furious 6 because we were working at a movie theater and all.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of comes with the territory. It was really good. I thought there was a mid-credit scene that kind of blew my mind. I was like, wow, that makes so much sense for a Fast and the Furious movie. And I only saw up to... Actually, no. I saw one, 12 years ago. I saw parts of 2, I saw 3. I never saw 4. I never saw 5, and I saw the ending of 6.
I saw the first 2, and I've seen Fast and Furious, which is the 4th one, and I like the 4th one. I thought it was good.
Yeah, like because like Fast 1 was good, and Fast 2, like this is the way I've seen multiple people describe it. Fast 1 is good, Fast 2 is okay, Fast 3 is really not that good. Then Fast 4 kind of brings up. Fast 5 is really good, and Fast 6 is like awesome, really really good. Like it keeps getting better, but I'm not in the Fast and the Furious fandom.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a furious head. I don't know.
Furious head.
I don't know if that actually
that sounds like a sex act.
I
got some furious
and he says,
head.
And the last one for you all, for you to answer. When you were kids, 6 to 12 years old, because I'm probably still a kid in some people's eyes. What was the one thing you were scared of? Personally, mine was Spider-Man. You're a pussy. I'm just kidding.
How can you be scared of Spider-Man?
He's scared of Spider-Man 1. Okay, I thought there's a piece of dust on my screen. It's actually, there's no period there. Okay. Mine was Spider-Man 1, where Norman is trying to remember what he did the other night, and the jump scare of him having a seizure just shows up. He's not wrong. When I was little, that was nuts. It didn't freak me out, but I was like, shit. I was like, damn.
Alien scared me when I was young.
Chucky scared me, and now I have a Chucky doll in my closet.
That's so messed up.
Other than that, thanks for answering my questions, and keep up the good work.
Yeah, the first Alien movie, when I saw that when I was real young, probably when I was 6 or 7, that movie was scary.
Okay, so our next one comes in from Will, his brother, and says, "Hi guys, what's going on for you lately?"
What?
Now, Jesse, this entire email is very much just for you, and it's all about the Hulk. Are you ready?
Okay.
Jesse, will you get the Avengers Hot Toys Hulk? Because I haven't seen any Hulk reviews in a while. In parentheses, he says, "I'm really scared of you as the Hulk now."
I think I said before I don't intend to get the Hot Toys Hulk figure. I don't think it looks all that great.
Hold on, I just put this together.
I'm perfectly content with my Avengers 6-inch Hulk.
He referred to me as Annie. Please don't refer to me as Annie or Finn. Please, I have a name. At least Anakin Vader. Like,
oh.
Especially if you're friends with me on Facebook, my name is right there.
Alright.
Damn it, Will.
Alright, keep going.
Annie, when I say major game changer, that means I'm both lost for words and speechless. Okay. Guys, out of all of the Iron Man suits, which one or how many would you want and use them
What?
That's what it reads. If they're free, I'll take them all. I would use them all for intended purpose. Like, I don't understand. Like, if I had the means to build an Iron Man suit, I would. But if they're just handing them out free with every purchase of $29.99 or more, like, I'll take them all. I don't know how to answer that.
Like,
I'm not.
Like,
for the last time. Okay, we normally just ignore these questions, but I'm gonna state it now. Please do not send in questions regarding other personalities, Twitter users, or other YouTube reviewers. We will not answer them. We will not do that.
But just for shits and
Please.
giggles, what's his question asking?
I'll type it to you.
Okay.
Because we're not doing that. Because that's he say, here said, that's bullshit.
No.
We're not answering. This is the third or fourth time.
Yeah.
We're not answering those questions. We've ignored it multiple times. Please don't send it in again.
That doesn't make sense, the last part. Okay. Yeah, we don't go on record of anything about anything we feel about anyone else, because this show is not about anyone else. It's about us and what we like to talk about.
That's also a really shitty thing to do. Just to, like, if the person not there, half the people we don't actually know personally, it's a shitty thing to do. We're not going to do it. Please stop begging us to do it.
Right.
Because this is not the first time it's happened. Thank you. Jesse, I want to see you, in parentheses, he says, puny god slam Justin Bieber if you get the chance to see him.
okay, Justin Bieber is a dick, but like, I don't have any personal vendetta against him anymore since that was just a hoax. Dodged a bullet there, man. Oh, I was scared.
Guys, was Willy Wonka, he says Wonka, was Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory in your childhood? Yeah. I never saw the Johnny Depp one, but the Gene Hackman one I always enjoyed as a child.
Fucking... I hated the remake, man. Like, I don't care about fucking Johnny Depp in a therapy chair with a Oompa Loompa talking to him. Or, like, just listen and talk. What I love...
Is that a thing in the movie?
That's a real scene in that fucking movie. Like, he's, like, going through counseling and his doctor's a Oompa Loompa. And, like, they reveal, like, Johnny Depp in, like, within the first, like, 10 minutes. What I loved about Willy Wonka and Chocolate Factory, like, you don't see him for, like, the first, like, 45 minutes. Something like that. And it was, like, it really does build up, like, a mystery. Even though you know who's playing him, but in the context of the film, it really does build up, like, a mystery of, like, fucking Willy Wonka. Like, no one's seen him since, like, in, like, 50 years. What's he gonna look like? And then it just builds, and then he comes out, like, in a fucking cane, and everyone's like, oh. But then he does that fucking cartwheel. He's like, you get it.
Willie.
I love the first one. Like, he's such a passive aggressive asshole, and like, and it's basically about, Willy Wonka is going to die. He's looking for an heir to. He has no kids, no family, and he's basically saying like, he can't. He's unable to run the factory. He's looking for a kid with the spirit that needs to run a chocolate factory, someone that's uncorruptible. And since he's going to die, he's looking for the perfect person, and he finally seeks at it with Charlie at the very end. Like, he even doubts Charlie for a little bit, but then he puts him to the test, and I love the first one.
Oh, I can tell.
I love it.
We're going on this gigantic review of a 40-year-old movie.
But it's so good. It's so good.
That was the best movie of the year again.
Of that year, yeah.
He goes on to say, guys, ever seen the Iron Giant? I yelled Dreadwing when they killed him off. My face was full of T-years, like T-Y-E-A-R-S. Now I have the same guess from Vision fighting Ultron in Age of Ultron. Then they kill off both of them for saving the members of the Avengers. Yes. What? Okay. I think that's I have to keep saying, making me laugh. There's a T in there, motherfuckers. You openly insult us in every question. Just for record, you do that, Will. From Ian. Hey, lads.
Hey, Ian.
IJK Productions again. Hi, Ian. Number 1. I don't know if you've seen this, but what do you think of the Return of the Jedi Blu-ray change it with Vader screaming no as he kills the Emperor?
God, it's so fucking stupid.
We've talked about this, I believe.
I hate it's so fucking stupid. I mean, oh my god. I wish it stopped changing every single Star Wars movie every year.
Please, don't ask Star Wars questions about changes. Jesse will hit you.
I fucking hate it. I hate it. I'd so much rather watch the original trilogy and their shitty special effects, because there's a certain charm behind there, but when he makes old technology with the new technology, it's just so fucking distracting. It's like, where the fuck did this come from? I don't care if they're like, hey, we could do this now. Wouldn't it be so much better? No, it's not. It's stupid. What I loved about the first Star Wars movies was like, everything was practical effects. They used models. They used, trick photography. That's good filmmaking. Digital cartoons, there's nothing special behind it because every movie fucking does that. That's what I hate about the new Star Trek movies. The starships are fucking cartoons, while the first Star Trek movies, in the first Star Trek movie, the motion picture, they had a fucking 20-foot model of the Enterprise, so they could show all of the parts of the Enterprise that you couldn't in the original series, and the ship looked fucking beautiful, and it looked real because they filmed a real thing. But now in the movies, it's all cartoons. Like, yeah, it looks cool, but like, so what? I fucking hate it. Hate it. Fucking bullshit. Fucking digital Yoda. And I mean, I take how stupid looking Yoda looked in episode 1. Like, he just looked kind of goofy, but I like the puppet. Oh, God.
That's your answer to that question.
Yes. And I'm happy that J.J. Abrams actually said in an interview about Star Wars Episode 7 that he's looking to go make the movie feel more real by shooting more like on location scenes and doing more practical effects, which I'm actually I like. I respect that.
Hopefully they'll actually get a puppet for Yoda. Oh wait, never mind.
Oh, too soon.
1983 spoiler or 82 spoiler or 81. I don't know.
I think it was
Return
82.
of the Jedi.
Wasn't it?
It was 82.
77 was Star Wars. 79 was Empire. I think 82 was Jedi.
Return. Yeah. So spoilers if you haven't seen Return of the Jedi. Sorry.
My bad.
Number 2. What do you classify as completing a game? Doing everything that isn't multiplayer or getting every achievement in the game?
I call it just completing a storyline.
I think once you actually beat the game, you hit the credits. I think that's completing the game. I've played through games like I own a Call of Duty game and I don't play multiplayer on it because I don't care. I get on there to shoot people on multiplayer.
I suck at multiplayer.
I have like a point. I'm at like 0.2% in campaign, and I'm at like 82% in multiplayer, like completion wise. And it depends. Like I play all the Pokemon games through. I play most of my video games all the way through. All my Naruto fighting games. I play all those the way through till I get the credits. I think the credits, because that, as silly as that sounds, yeah, you've beaten the game then. But then, I mean, completing is a different story because you still have stuff to do on multiplayer. Right. So, I mean, completing is, I don't know. I think even if you completed a game, there's still stuff to do, depending on the game. But, hey. Number 3, what do you think was the biggest challenge in any recent video game? I just went back to finish the Call of Duty 4, and the last mission on Veteran was the bane of my existence. I never played Call of Duty 4.
I played it. I couldn't beat it. It got real hard.
The most recent game, I don't know. The most tedious part was in my most recent Naruto game. You had to fight a version of the other 7-tailed beasts or Jinchurikis at once. That's fucking hard. It took me about 2 days. Shit's hard.
I can't.
It's tedious.
I don't play a whole lot of video games anymore. I don't have time for it, but I just still play whatever I can. But none really pop up that I can think of that are like seem to be impossible.
Number 4, since you use New Divide as your theme song now, what other LP songs do you like? I'm an adamant LP. I'm an adamant Linkin Park fan. Like I've liked Linkin Park. I think they're great, and I'm excited for the new album. Their new single I really liked. I like Linkin Park, so I like a lot of their songs. I can't even list some because I like Linkin Park.
Can I count as the entire album for 1,000 Suns except for the last track? I can listen to that entire album straight.
Yeah.
And be fucking happy. I don't like the acoustic track at the very end though. I'll skip that part and just go right back to track 1.
Yep. You're not wrong. 5. Since Del Toro is talking about Pacific Rim 2, do you think they can pull it off? And what do you think that it should be about?
I have no idea.
Monsters vs. Aliens, Part 2. Chapter 2. I have no idea. I hope they do it, though. I don't know what it'd be about. I just want it to happen. That's all. If it sucks, I'll be so sad. Well, that's a really good, like, one-off movie Pacific Rim was. That other thing, well, we don't talk about that thing.
It'll be the RoboCop 2 of the franchise. RoboCop 2 sucked.
I heard. So I've heard from you multiple times. From Will again. Hi guys, Will here as always. Yes, as always. Jesse, when you get done with SSJ Build's breakdown, let me know how much, so that way I know when I'm ready. Plus, Electro has the real answer for you and my money. There's a link there. He says, if you don't get the joke, that's been posted on TFW 2005 a lot for most sales. Jesse, what/who are you gonna... Oh, wait, do you want to address that real quick?
Okay, yeah. In case you didn't, like... I'm not gonna buy another fucking breakdown just to do a build of it and just to sell to anyone. Just buy it yourself. You don't need to go through me to buy a toy you want. I didn't say yes, I would do last episode. I didn't say no. I thought it was like, sorry, but I didn't think it, I thought it was a rhetorical question. I already had the figure. I don't need to buy another one, just do a build of it. Here's my build of it. The rear bumper sticker sucks. That's it.
Also, I'm going to personify that. He's not selling his breakdown.
No. Hell no. Fuck no.
So please, that's the end of that.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for your understanding. Jesse, what/who are you going to be for Halloween? I think you'll be the Hulk, and your wife will with the Black Widow.
I'm not being anything for Halloween. My boys are being Batman. Zach's being Batman. I think Jordan's going to be either Superman or Spider-Man.
I'm already Spider-Man. He can't.
Yes, he can.
Spider-Man. I like getting a fight with your youngest child. No, I'm already Spider-Man.
He's a mean little shit.
I don't doubt you. I'll be messing with him. He'll take it serious and just like deck me.
Ah! He'll punch the shit out of you.
Like, I was kidding. You're like 2. Why?
This is so awkward and it hurts so bad.
I can't really hit him back.
This is unfair.
I'm going to though. And you're just staring at me like,
just fucking do it. I dare you.
I dare you. And then you're just like, alright, that was actually kind of fun. Jesse, I feel sorry for your grandfather's loss. I know what it was like to lose a father, because mine was like a father to me. He was like an Uncle Ben to me. Plus, if you want a hug, I'll give you one if I'm not too late. I'm a tight hugger. I like to Hulk hug people.
That sounded really fucking creepy. I like to hug. I'm a tight hugger. That sounds like something before you murder them. like fucking Of Mice and Men type thing there. I like to hold him and pet him and squeeze him and hug him.
Guys, last year, spring break, I saw the show called Drawn Together. And did you know that the guy who plays Ironhide is in that show? I didn't know that. I seen the show. I don't know what Ironhide you're talking about.
The movie Ironhide, because that guy does a lot of voices.
Jess Harnell.
Like, if you go through his IMDb, you're like, oh, shit, he was that. Because I remember he did something that I saw recently. I was like, oh, okay. I forget what, though. So it's pointless me saying that.
It's okay. Yeah, I have no connection to him as an actor. I think he did fine as a voice actor for Ironhide, but other than that, I don't really care about his filmography. Jesse, what's wrong with Hulk having daddy issues?
Because it's so stupid. That's why.
Guys, do you get any snow?
Yes.
Yes. We live on the east, yes.
Haven't got a lot recently, but yeah. He gets...
Well, I haven't gotten a lot recently either because it's September, but...
like in past winters, it's been pretty mild here.
Why was that so funny? Like, last year's winter was really light.
Fucking funny.
It was. I thought it was funny. I'm so fucking funny. Yeah, last year was a light winter, but yeah, normally we get a good amount of snow. Guys, how would you react to the General from Toy Story as Cup? Okay.
What? Oh, alright, sure.
Jesse, did you complete Fall of Cybertron?
Yeah, a couple times.
Guys, do you like what Joss Whedon does in some of his movies? Yes. Uh, answer's yes.
Yeah, sure.
Guys, I still want you to try Hulk smashed potatoes. Guys, I want you to try a Hulk smashed potatoes with cheese, bacon bits, and corn on Thanksgiving. No, that sounds disgusting. Jesse, I want more. More spelled M-A or M-O-R-A. McGangbang vids. That's like the 5th time he said that. That's all I have, guys. Speaking of snow, do you guys get any fucking rain? This is all in caps. Because I have to fucking cook in Iowa.
What?
What? I guess that means either he's cooking food, he's cooking meth, or it's really hot. I don't know what any of those are. And it's all in capitals. That's all I have to say this time. Keep up making me laugh and have a good life. That's not all you have to say.
That's not all you have to say. You're holding holding back like majorly there. We know you.
All right. The next email is from Will. It says, "Hi dudes, what's up?"
Hi.
So about our little rule about we'll read 3 emails unless you're catching up with an old thing that you sent and you just forgot. That's fine. Don't feel bad for waiting to send in emails, especially if they're not real questions. And I'm just gonna say it. I'm looking at you, Will.
Especially if they're not real questions.
I don't want people to feel like I'm being an asshole to other people. I'm sorry. I'm looking at you, Will. Please. I want to get to everybody. I want to make sure everybody has a chance to ask a question in one show. We don't like leaving questions unanswered for a week. It's agonizing and it's annoying. Let's make sure everyone gets a chance.
Deal.
Okay. Jesse, I heard that you love or are a fan of Kurt Russell, and I want to watch The Thing and not that piece of shit version of it. I mean the John Carpenter
Okay,
one.
yeah, that's a legit question. I love Kurt Russell. He's a great actor. And, alright, John Carpenter's The Thing, that's a fucked up movie. Oh, God. It's so... Alright, back... Kind of like an extension of practical effects. Boy, does that movie utilize practical effects, and they're disturbing as hell. And it has some really good... Oh, man, this one scene where they're trying to figure out the Thing basically is a shapeshifter. It can take on the form of anything: people, dog, animal, anything. And they're trying to figure out if one of the people among them is the alien. But the only way to find out is to take blood from one person and light it with fire to see if it reacts. That scene was very suspenseful. And the climax of that scene is extreme. It's such a good movie. I'm surprised you haven't seen it.
I'm sure I know I have just a long time ago.
I haven't seen the new one yet, but I'm interested in it.
I know the remake sucked.
It sucked, but it's not a remake. It's actually a prequel to the John Carpenter one. It takes place right before that one. So the very beginning of John Carpenter's The Thing is the very end of the new one, which kind of sucks because you kind of already know how this new one ends. Yeah. Which is kind of why I hate prequels, even though they're fun. But you know how it has to end. You kind of do.
Anakin becoming Vader was a huge surprise. And I mean on Christmas break with some tacos in your hands so that ways I can have me dinner and a show, but that's how I do it. There is no other movie you gotta see. It's called Doctor Strangelove, and I love the ending.
I don't think you're old enough to even really understand what Doctor Strangelove is really about, so...
I don't think so either. I don't know what it's about.
I know some adults that really don't even know what it's about. Stanley Kubrick is such a complex film director that if you can say for yourself that you really get a movie the first time you saw it, you're either fucking lying or you're just dumb. Take that how you will. I've seen The Shining. Yeah, I gotta get to sleep too. I've seen The Shining and Eyes Wide Shut many times, and every time I still thinking about. Alright, so what's this actually mean? And I think about it, like extensively, especially The Shining. The Shining is such a good horror movie that's like it doesn't really it leaves more questions than answers, and but they're good questions that you have to think about.
Yeah. So like Shining's great. Guys, which badass haircut would you want? I like my hair the way
I
it
want
is.
a solid snake haircut, but my hairline's receding, and I don't see that being very possible.
Jesse, when Captain America: The Winter Soldier comes out, the password should be Hail Hydra.
Sure.
Maybe.
That's not a question. That's just like a suggestion.
Yes. Jesse, would you get or do you have the Dark of the Moon Leader class Jetwing Optimus Prime?
I used to have it. I sold it, and I'd regret it.
Wyatt, when you said something about Returns of Billy and Mandy, I heard a suicide joke about plastic bags. When I heard everyone loves plastic, that was a suicide joke. I don't know what that even... I don't know. I think that's all I have to say. It's not all you have to say. You wrote more. Also, he sent in something else. I'm gonna skim this, okay? Because we have to get to other things. Me and Jesse both have to leave. Hi guys, Will here. Like always. Yes, like always. He says, Jesse, I am your #1 fan.
Thanks.
He says, Jesse, by the time you get done with SSJ Build's breakdown, when do you want my address? For most sales, I don't work with assholes, so I could still count you as a nice fucking guy. Or a funny fucking guy. So he called you an asshole. How do you feel about that?
I know I can be an asshole sometimes, so I'm going to say this in a term that you can, that you're expecting. Thanks for being my #1 fan. Even though I don't really consider people to be fans, I just like consider to be like supporters, and I like people that watch my videos. I don't like being. That just makes me sound egotistical to say like I have my fans like this, because that just sounds such a douchebag. Like I like to call people, my friends or my friends, or like you're my friend.
You're my groupies.
You're
my loyal.
I'm much rather call people my I don't know. It just sounds friends. Very egotistical.
My friends.
Yeah, my friends is better. Yeah. But yeah. Okay, I already answered your thing about breakdown. So I think just buy it your fucking self. I mean, really. I'm not buying it just to. Okay, maybe you just want to touch something that's been in my hands, and that's really creepy. Something I've examined and like played with. That's sounds kind of stalkerish. Kind of like Misery,
which is also a really good movie. He goes on to say, Wyatt, I love how you get my brother's last name wrong. Okay, I was gonna let this go, but I'm not gonna, because you called Jesse an asshole. I mispronounced your brother's name multiple times, but you spelled my name in that sentence Whyatt. When I'm your friend on Facebook, and that's your point of reference of how to actually spell my name, and if you're gonna point out that I mispronounced something, I normally read questions as they're written. Spell check, man.
There's a period. Use a comma, something. Like, run-on sentences are frustrating.
That's all I'm gonna say. Because if you're gonna call us out, I'm gonna call you out. I sound like a dick, but... I'm sorry, but yeah, we have to move along with the show.
One more question, or one more set of questions.
From Transfan681 #1, with 2015 being the biggest year of the movies with Star Wars 7, Avengers 2, and Batman versus Superman, who do you think will be the highest grossing film in 2015? I think the highest grossing out of those will definitely be Star Wars.
Really, you think so?
I definitely do.
I don't know. I'd expect Avengers 2.
I'd hope so.
I'd definitely... Okay, I'd say... I'd be very surprised if Star Wars would exceed Avengers 2. I would expect it to be #2.
I guess we'll find out in 2015.
It's a long wait, though, man.
It is. What are you guys' opinion on the Terminator film series? I think 1 and 2 are great. I think 3 and 4 are garbage. And was there a fifth one? They had talked about a fifth one. That's right.
They're actually rebooting the franchise.
Congratulations.
Yes.
That's all I have to say.
I love 1 and 2. Terminator 2 is such a good... It's just one of the best sequels ever made. But not only that, but it's sad. I'm such an old lady when it comes to movies. Yeah. But, like...
That's such a good movie. You're the lady who comes out to me after every single movie that she sees and is like, have you seen this one? It's so good. I don't mind that at work. I think that's a fun social thing to do, and she's just trying to express her feelings for the movie, but you're that person.
I'm not sure.
You're that old lady.
I'm not sure
okay.
I should respond to that. But, like...
It's okay. It's not a bad thing.
But, like...
okay.
Terminator 2 is so good. It is. It really is.
We only have one more set of questions from one other guy. Let's just run through these ones. Okay. Hey, guys. Austin, MadShell23, so there's multiple questions. Back with another quick round of questions. Let's make it quick. Thank you for sending your questions. Assuming, though I'm not still holding my breath, you guys checked out all 3 scientifically accurate cartoons openings on the Animation Domination High Def channel, which do you think
Turtles.
Is the best?
That shit's hilarious.
To me, it's the DuckTales one is the best. The only one I saw was the Turtles. I apologize. It's the only one I saw.
That shit's
so to me, it's
hilarious.
the best.
Time
Turtle
to talk about
is
turtle
great.
dicks. Half a turtle in length. If you see a turtle's toothless grin, it's probably because his dick can touch his chin. And he licks it like he licks the very tip of it, and then it cuts. Like turtles are so fucked up. All right, go on.
2. Jesse, have you tried another unofficial products from McDonald's similar to the McGangbang, such as the MC1035 or the McChicken and waffles?
I haven't tried the Mc1035. I want to, but like,
what is it?
It's where you order it precisely at 10:35. You get a McDouble and you get a leftover egg McMuffin, and you combine them. But it has to be 10:35. You can't cheat and get. Wait at...
Like one first.
You have to get them at the exact same time or it doesn't count, or you're just being...
What if they tell you no, we don't have any more McMuffins?
Like, that's a gamble. Like, you might get an asshole like that, or it might get a cool guy, so that's why you have to do it. I haven't done that, but I like to.
That sounds cool. It makes sense that that's 1035. I thought, like, Mick 1035, like, sounds like a gun.
Yeah. Alright, next.
What's a song or song that you have first heard it, you don't think too much of it, then last time went on, listen to it, more and more, learn to appreciate it more? I know that's happened to me before, but I cannot actually reference any of them. For me, it's probably the Transformers score. Like, for the first movie. Like, at first I was like, that's good, but then, like, I really started to get, like, I really enjoyed that music. That's the only thing I can actually think of. I know it's happened before, but...
Let me look through my iTunes
off the
library
top of my head.
real quick.
Aw.
Oh, shit. Okay, well, actually, it's not my iTunes library, but I can think of it. I used to really fucking hate that one Kid Rock song.
I don't like Kid Rock
I
at
used
all.
to really like Kid Rock, but then he sold out.
Then he sold out.
And then I used to, because I really used to hate that one Kid Rock song. I forget what it's called. The one that uses the beat to Sweet Home Alabama.
Oh, that's a shitty song, dude.
I used to think so too, but I kind of dig it now. As in, kind of dig it, I'll sing along to it. But I like it. I used to think so too, so I can totally understand that, why you think it's a shitty song, but I like it now. I forget what it's called though. Man.
I don't even know. He goes on to say, same question as the last one, except for movies and TV shows. You're crazy for thinking I typed that again. I don't remember what the question was.
Any movie you've seen the first time and didn't think much about it, but seen it and...
Oh. I did watch Breaking Bad when it premiered, like in 07 or 08. I don't think anything of it. Same thing with The Walking Dead. I saw it premiere, and then I didn't start watching it until after season 1, heavily. Movies, I don't know.
When I first watched Cabin in the Woods, I was really disappointed and I hated it. But then it was on Netflix. I'm like, what the hell? I have nothing else to do. And I watch it knowing what to expect. I liked it a whole lot more.
I don't like. I have that the reverse way. Like with movies like The Dark Knight Rises. I watched it the first time. I was like, oh my god. I watched the second time. I was like, oh. I don't know. That's all. I don't like the TV answer. What's the worst spoilers you've ever encountered? Could be for anything. Oh shit. Everyone has an answer for this.
The spoilers for Dark of the Moon. I was very disappointed because that would have been a hell of a twist. If I went in that movie not knowing.
I had heard Batman was gonna die at the end of The Dark Knight Rises, and then I kind of looked for the spoilers for Curse of Chucky. I can't say that. Fuck. The one thing I'd like to say I can't say.
What's that? Just mention the movie.
I'll type it to you. Okay. I can't.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not like accidentally stumbling upon it. It's just being bluntly, just be like, "Hey, I'm an asshole, and I'm gonna say what happened in a public medium."
I don't know. Any other movie I haven't...
I was pissed off about that too, by the way. Still am.
Any other movie, I don't know. I can't think of any other movie besides that. I kind of got spoiled for Star Trek too.
Yeah. But I mean, everyone kind of saw it coming.
Yeah, but like I was in the theater, cleaning the theater, and people started screaming "Khan." I was like, God damn it.
Next episode, really, I know you're not a big Trekkie, which still confuses me. How can you not be a big Trekkie, but in your pictures you have a Star Trek shirt?
Okay, I have an answer for that. It's a really dumb reason. Are you ready? I really like Raglan t-shirts, and it's the only one I still have that fits me.
Well, next episode, I
really love them.
There's a lot of things that I want to talk about that that did kind of bother me about Star Trek Into Darkness, and I feel like I'm copying because like there's stuff I noticed in
after the 7 minutes or less.
There's stuff I noticed before that.
Oh, okay. So you feel like
that's why I feel like I'm copying because like, I was watching that video, I was like, oh, I know, right? But then I can't feel.
Fuck.
Like so there's
100% talking about it.
Bullshit moments in that movie. Like why? Yeah. Why?
I thought
We'll talk about it next time.
Yeah. 6. What are some movies you feel people overreact to? You think they're good, bad, funny, scary, etc. What have you? A lot of people said The Conjuring was stupid scary. It wasn't.
I didn't see it.
It's new. I'm sure I'm over-exaggerating how good Pacific Rim and Curse of Chucky are. I'm sure I am, but whatever. In other respects, I think people put the Dark Knight series on a pedestal that it should not be on, especially after the finale. And I think The Avengers is perfect in every single way, shape, or form. I think people underrate that movie, even if they say it's amazing. I'm biased. What about you?
No comment.
I was a complete asshole about that question. I think people who say Man of Steel was the best movie of the year are silly.
Yeah, it definitely silly.
I think if you like the movie, it's great. But I think, like, if you like Man of Steel more than other movies, that's fine. That's totally fine. I misphrased that. It's if when you start fighting people who didn't like Man of Steel is what gets me. That is what I mean. You think Avengers because I've had that happen
in every way. I like the Avengers.
Not every way.
So I like the Avengers just fine. Like it's a very fun movie, but I mean, come on.
Stop attacking.
I'm not attacking you. I'm just I can totally understand why you're biased. I'm biased with Batman because he's awesome. And
yeah, well, I think all the Avengers are pretty
awesome. I agree. The Avengers is awesome.
Arrows.
But why? Loki is not a threat.
Loki has nice hair.
How are they all talking without earpieces?
Wyatt, hearing you were sort of overwhelmed with Predacons or underwhelmed with Predacons Rising Darksteel, are you still interested in getting that Grimwing from me? I mean, you already paid for it, of course. I mean, if you already paid for something, of course you're going to be reimbursed for it. I'm not going to stick you out of a figure we had already made an agreement on. Of course. I still want Grimwing. It's just Darksteel wasn't as good as I thought he'd be. But yeah, I'm not going to like stick you with something that I had already agreed to buy from you. That's a dick fucking move. So much for being quick. It's okay. That's all I got for now. Keep up the good life, and until next time, later. So long, Austin. And that's all the time we have for questions this week. Send in more questions. Don't feel bad for limiting them, though. If you want to send in truckloads of emails, Will. I'm being nice about it.
Surprisingly.
Just
calm the shit down.
Just pack it all into one email. If you want to ask more, wait till the next show. It's okay.
It's okay to hold back.
It's okay. I'll forgive you.
It's okay to filter yourself.
Send in your questions to Primecast Q&A, primecastquanda@gmail.com. Hey, Jesse.
Hey.
What's our password?
The password for this episode is...
Wait. Let me do it. In honor of Breaking Bad ending this weekend, I want it to be Breaking Bad related.
Okay.
I want the as good of a show as it is. I'm not sad that it's ending because it should end. I think if it ran on forever, it'd be bad. But regardless, the password should be Breaking Sad in honor of Breaking Bad's finale.
All right.
Breaking Sad in honor of its finale.
If you listen to the entire episode, please type in Breaking Sad with a teardrop into the comment section. Just let us know that you watched the whole episode. It makes us happy. You can follow me at Twitter at twitter.com/SSJAutobot. Instagram me, SSJAutobot. I post a couple vines every now and then whenever I feel necessary. I like the looping feature on it. That's something that Instagram video sorely lacks, and I hate Instagram video. It looks good, but it's such a pain in the ass. It always takes fucking forever to load, and sometimes do you ever get it where it'll play the first couple of seconds and just stop?
Yeah, I didn't know if that. Yeah, I don't know if that's
annoying.
all of the video or what.
You can subscribe to me here on YouTube if you haven't already. Just click the subscribe button above this video.
You can find me on YouTube at Incubator if you want to subscribe to my publishings there, and if you want to read what I say on a daily basis, you can follow me on Twitter at Incubator.
I like recording on Thursday early evening. Have a show up on Friday. Yeah, I think we should try this if possible for now on in the future.
Alright,
Yeah,
sounds
I
good.
like it because I always kind of even though I love talking, I love doing the show. I kind of dread doing it on Friday nights because I don't get much sleep Friday mornings because and then I'm so dead tired by the end of the night. I'm
So
my god, I just want to sleep.
Was I supposed to stop recording?
Or did you?
No.
Me neither. There you were.
Okay, I didn't know if you were if we were talking after show.
We
Okay.
didn't say goodbye yet.
Oh, I know. That's why I was like.
Fucking
I
weirdo.
know.
All right. Wow, this is 2 hours. Okay. I gotta get
I know.
now. All right.
I gotta go hockey
Okay.
game.
All right.
Bye.
See ya. Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye.